girl Tyesha of Tyesha Talks, and today I have the pleasure of going into the Hit Squad recording studios here in Orlando, Florida. I'll be interviewing Miss Remedy, the franchise, and also Mr. Bezz Believe. Let's go! Hey everyone, this is Tyesha of Tyesha Talks, and today I have the pleasure of speaking with Mr. Bezz Believe.
What up, what up?
Out of Orlando, Florida.
Damn skippy.
Now, as we know, you just dropped a mixtape called Hercules. Can you give us a briefing about your Hercules?
Right here. The briefing on that, man, is I was originally gonna call it just sophisticated ignorance, actually, but then I dropped a single called Hercules, and I started performing it. Like the reaction that I was getting is just every single time I perform, I'd be like, whoa, you know, even if they never heard the record before. So I was like, I'm really gonna base, I guess, the concept of the tape off, you know, the energy that I brought on the track, because a lot of my stuff is really, really, really hype. So I'm like, man, Hercules is like it's a state of mind. It's just when you get in the club, you start flexing. Like, when I step in the club, hey, I go Hercules in that bitch. Hercules in that bitch. Hercules in that bitch. Hercules in my split.
Now, why do you call yourself Bezz Believe?
Really the name, because my real name begins with a B, so it just it kind of just came to me. I wanted something really, really catchy. I sat down one time as a kid and just went through names, and I was like, that is so catchy. I'm gonna stick with that one. Yeah.
Now, how long have you been in the music industry?
I don't know if I could even say I'm in the industry. I'm like,
well, once you
the best kept secret. I'm like anti-industry. I'm like the guy just like doing random stuff. I've been making music like 12 years.
You are a part of the music industry. You're just not at the level that you need and want to be to basically make it official. You know what I'm saying? So you are.
I'm not fake enough to be in the industry either. That's the problem.
Okay. So why would you say being fake in the industry?
A lot of the way, like, I guess the people that I maneuver with, you know, they don't really like, they can't do stuff, you know, like the industry, because like no one's getting paid off things and stuff like that, so they just, you know, they do their own thing. I'm like the only one who really has an interest in music, and every like event, I've made the most money off music when I've just done it completely like independently, not paid attention to what's going on in the industry, just be like, yo, you coming to the show, you know, just hitting people up. So it's like so independently left field, I guess, the way we move, that it's people wouldn't even, you know, consider it the industry, I guess.
Well, you're being innovative with your branding, you know, so as we stated before, and you said to me before, no one is going to push you like you're going to push you.
Yeah.
You know, so obviously you're being innovative when it comes to marketing and promoting yourself. Now, I know that you did a show at the beach. How was that?
Awesome.
That was awesome?
Yeah, that was really cool.
Now, I know that that night was extremely awesome to you. What made you feel like you wanted to do a show for yourself, by yourself?
Cause ain't nobody fucking with me, man.
Hennessy hypnotic.
Doing big things in your tank. Orlando, stand up. Southern smoke.
Best believer with best believe in the VIP. Bottles full. VIP. Bottles full. VIP. Bottles full. Best believer with best believe in the VIP. Bottles full.
Hennessy hypnotic.
VIP. Bottles full. Best believer with best believe in the VIP. Bottles full. VIP. Bottles full. VIP.
Bottles full.
Best believer with best believe in the VIP. Bottles full.
Hennessy hypnotic. Hennessy hypnotic. Man, I be.
Really, I was just the only one invited. This is where, I mean, I guess I'm going a little more into the industry, because I hated the radio. Like, I was like, man, you guys play a bunch of bullshit, the same records that people pay to get on, and none of it's good. And actually, I was invited by Lil Sean from, you know, 95.3, and I was like, you mean the radio reached out to me to, you know, without having to, you know, pay them or, you know, do anything, you know, shady under the table? Like, he's just like, I think you're talented, you're grinding hard, I want to give you an opportunity.
Well, I see.
So I was like, wow.
Well, I see for myself that you do grind hard, because every time I drive somewhere, Bezz Believe. I'm like, yeah, I know that cat. Bezz Believe. Oh, he over here too? So people are paying attention. So when they pay attention, obviously, they're going to gravitate towards you because they see that you're moving and shaking and moving. Now, who have you worked with in the industry, if anyone?
I can't even say, man. I don't know who you consider the industry, because it's like there's one of the biggest artists that I've done a feature with. His name's Trouble out of Atlanta, and I mean he's kind of like his attitude like similar to me. He's like kind of fuck the industry. I know he's like everybody in Atlanta is all about having blonde mohawks and wearing tight pants and being like metrosexual now when it used to be cool to be like outcast. So actually be good at rapping and singing auto-tune, and he just totally doesn't do that. I know he has a lot of tracks dissing the industry, but he's got a really nice buzz, off just doing it what he's doing, rather than, so that's probably one of the biggest features that I've done. And there's a dude that was signed to Jeezy named Tone Trump that I did a track with too. And there's a cat named Necro, he's like a legend of the underground hip hop. Like everybody who I work with has not been like like the typical
mainstream.
Yeah, the mainstream guys.
Okay. Now, what do you feel about crossing over into the mainstream?
If the right opportunity comes, and I grab it. I'm all about like organic chemistry. Like if it just naturally happens, but I'm not the type to be like, oh my God, I see that guy on TV, I hear him on the radio, I'm gonna suck up to them. When me sucking up to them is only losing me money. I never, when I suck up to the real, not suck up, but I treat regular people, and I focus on fans rather than who's already hot. That's when I make money off music. So
because it's really the fans that's really paying attention to your music.
So you're crossing over. Like if the right opportunity comes, I'm not against it. I'm not gonna really stop what I'm doing, because every time that I've like chased, I guess like the Hollywood facade, I've kept losing money.
Right.
Stumbling. Never made any money. I might get more Facebook likes getting a picture with so and so, or some Instagram likes, but Instagram likes don't pay you. So it's like,
now, I know that you are an entrepreneur. What else do you do that the world don't know? So you got your senoritas.
Yeah, I go, oh, you're talking about that? I thought the
on.
world doesn't really know. Yeah, right now we got a club called Senoritas Nightclub. Really just took it from the bottom, and it's really starting to get popping. I love it. That was such a hard grind, man. That was such a hard grind. I'm glad like a lot of the dirty work is done with. Then we got a liquor store too, Castleberry Liquors. If I recommend anything for kids, open a liquor store, man. That's like the best business you can possibly get into, man, because it sells itself. It's people, they always want to
turn up.
They always want to turn up, exactly.
Now, how would you describe yourself as an artist?
Very eccentric, animated, off the wall.
I know you animated because I seen you perform before, and I was like, yo, this dude really goes in. I went to your club one night when I came to interview Rich Dollars.
Yeah.
And I see when you turned up on that stage, I was like, yo, this cat really turns up. I like, yo, I have to get to know him. So now I'm having the chance to get to know you.
Another thing I was gonna add was extremely handsome.
You are extremely handsome. You are handsome.
Oh, thank you.
So are you like Caucasian, mixed with Puerto Rican?
No, I'm just white. I'm actually Jewish.
Okay.
I'm like the complete
array.
Opposite of like what people like started would think or would become a rapper. It's weird. I don't know how I ended up here. I really don't.
Well, obviously you paid attention to a lot of BET and MTV, so obviously that molded you. Now, who's your favorite artist, and who would you like to work with?
Well, my favorite artist probably like right now is that dude Trouble that I work with. And I like Eminem a lot. Ludacris is dope. Trying to think. I mean, I focus a lot on like the cats that I see in my backyard. Like I see Low Life Gang doing their thing. There's a cat Low Pesci around here. He's good. We started off like beefing because he was so hungry that he's like, man, the only way I'm gonna get out is beef with Bezz Believe, but he's good, So it's like a lot of the, I don't like to give industry dudes free promotion until they reciprocate the favor,
Right.
Like I feel like I'm gonna give Rick Ross free promotion because I love what he does, I guess business wise, and he's just so damn obnoxious that it sounds good. I'm gonna give him free promotion because I know the liquor store was pushing a lot of that Luc Belaire, his new liquor that came out. So I mean, like entrepreneur wise, I respect his grind.
Anyway, I thank you for your time. How can everyone get in touch with Mr. Bezz Believe?
You hit my damn phone number. 561-543-5167, 561-543-5167. I mean, I'm getting more into the social media and getting more savvy. So I mean, my Twitter and Instagram is at BezzBelieve69. That's BezzBelieve69.
How you spell it though? Like some people might go on there and be a.
Yeah, you can hold this up. Bezz Believe. It's not Bees Believe. I don't know how people, they didn't learn how to spell. I get offended when you call me Bees. I'll be like, Bezz Believe, then I added 69. And then my Facebook is the same thing. I got a fan page and a regular page.
Alright, well, thank you for your time. And I truly appreciate you giving me this opportunity to interview you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Come on, yeah, hey. Time passes by and we ain't getting any younger. I'm losing passion in my art and I'm decreasing hunger. When you start making easy money other ways, you put your music to the side and stick to what fucking pays. They ask me why we still in
Alright, gotcha.
Hey everyone, this is Tyesha of Tyesha Talks, and today I have the pleasure of standing here with Remedy the Franchise.
Step up in the party on stupid, dumb, retarded. Stupid, dumb, retarded. Stupid, dumb, retarded. Stupid, dumb, retarded.
Thank you for taking the opportunity to come on my show. I found you over a period of 2 years. I've been researching your stuff and from New York. And when I got here, I looked into you even more. How long have you been in the industry?
Really, as far as serious is concerned, I mean, I've been writing my whole life, but I didn't really get serious until about 3 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
So then that's kind of when everything started taking off. I was, just turning 18, and then I was finally able to be in clubs. I was finally able to run the streets a little bit more. I wasn't a kid no more, so that's kind of when everything started.
Okay.
About 3 years ago.
Now, I know that you've been working on your own stuff, right?
Yeah.
And while working on your stuff, what songs do you have you put out so far?
Well, the biggest single that I put out so far is Going Stupid, which has been my single for the last year or so. Everything other than that has just been to keep fans engaged, but this really has been the only major single that I put out thus far. The video did real well. Things really took flight when I dropped this record particularly. It's really been the one that's kind of branded me as an artist as far as people considering me on a mainstream level. So other than that, I had Don't Test Me, which was my follow-up single. That did pretty decent. It's really popular with DJs. They like the energy that I brought on the record. So other than that, First Down recently came out. It's been pretty decent, especially for the sports fans. So got a couple of them floating out there.
Now, I know that you also played basketball before you became an MC. How have that prepared you for the music industry?
Taught me a lot of discipline. Being an athlete, you can't make it that far without being disciplined. You can't get that far as far as taking everything to the next level and keep progressing without being disciplined. So it definitely transferred over into me being an artist as far as being able to do things on my own, knowing that I got to put in the work myself, not expecting other people to, do the work for me, being able to just be self-disciplined, self-driven, and everything like that. And also it prepared me for not sleeping a lot because I don't get a lot of rest, but it's all good though. So in a lot of ways, it's a lot of training that I feel I acquired from that lifestyle.
Okay. Now, being a female MC, what are the struggles that you have experienced being a female MC? Honestly, let's be honest.
It's it gets interesting. I think females, we go through a lot of chauvinistic behaviors, a lot of male chauvinism that you encounter when you're out here really trying to get it. It varies person to person, but I mean, just being a female in general, I have to do a lot more to prove myself. It's just pros and cons to this situation. The pros might be, you might have less competition on the female circuit, But when it comes to these dudes, you know, it's real hard to get them to respect you on the same level that they respect another male artist. So in that regard, it's just I have battled a lot with that, and people taking me serious and, you know, having to step on a few necks when I don't want to, but
Is that New Yorker
you got
coming out
to.
of you?
Yeah, just a little bit.
Just a tad bit.
Just a little bit.
Now, what do your parents think about your move as far as going into the music industry?
My mom really, she supports it, but she always made sure that I always knew that I needed to be well-rounded. Like, not saying that she ever stifled my dream or nothing. It was just, you know, she always said, if you want to do that, go for it, but get your education first, because at the end of the day, this music thing is, it's a lot of iffy. Even if you do make it, it's not guaranteed that you're going to be there forever, so you need something to fall back on, and that's part of the reason why I'm in college now, getting ready to graduate in 2 months. Finally.
What are you studying?
Law.
Law. What
Yeah.
kind of law?
Well, I specialize in entertainment law, obviously, for
Right.
obvious reasons. But entertainment law and litigation and advocacy, and I minored in entrepreneurship. So I tried to pick something that was still relevant to what I want to do. And I mean, it's just been a journey, but I do appreciate the fact that she pushed me to do that for myself. So it's gonna be real hard to try to take advantage of that.
Right? Nothing like an educated sister.
Got to be.
Got to be. Now, I know that you said that you have an album, you're getting ready to release another album in
Yeah, the EP.
2014. Now, what's the title?
Oh, I wasn't gonna say it, but I guess I can. I decided to call it Sightseeing. Basically, the whole idea recently came into effect, but I wanted to put something out that was a little bit more commercially ready. Because that's kind of what I've been working on, is just putting out music that's a little bit higher than what I've been doing. Stuff that's not on the underground circuit. Because I just really want to be able to put a product out that can be taken on that next serious level, as far as being a commercial artist and being on the radio ready type of music. So Sightseeing is going to be a little bit more in depth as far as me and my artistry is concerned.
Now, what do you say to the people that are saying, you know what, she's crossing over? You know how they say, okay, they're crossing over and you're selling out. What do you say to the people that are saying that?
You know, it's funny you said that, because I put a post up on Facebook not that long ago about not understanding what people mean when they say stuff like that, because, you know, rappers nowadays, everybody's talking about money, getting money, but where money at?
Right.
So
Mainstream.
what is your point? Like, if your whole argument for people is, well, they getting money, we getting money, and I'm going and getting bigger money, probably money that's more than what you would probably ever see in your whole life, then what's the issue with that?
Right.
That's just another person getting their money, and at the same time, I don't really see anything wrong with the artist evolving and doing something that's different. You know, creative minds never stay in the same lane to begin with. So to say an artist is not supposed to ever change up and do something different, to me, that's just ignorant to say, and it's unfair, because you're stifling the artist, and artistry is all about changing, experimenting, and doing other things. So it's an opinion, and I don't really care.
And that's how you should be. Now, what do you say to the female MCs that are like, you know what, I want to battle her. I think I could do better than her. What do you say to them?
Get in the booth and make a hit song.
And then come see you.
I mean, battling me, what is that gonna prove? Nothing. Because if you can't get a hit record, nobody really cares.
Right.
Like, I mean, and that's nothing against the ladies that are on the battle scene, because, you know, I have a lot of associates that I respect on the battle market. You know, Persia, I'm cool with Persia. People might know her from VH1. Cool with her, I'm cool with all the ladies of Queen of the Ring. You know, I respect them. But as far as the masses are concerned, a lot of people don't really pay attention to battle rapping. Being in the South, that's not
An option?
I mean, it's not. I'm not saying it's not an option, but most people don't care for it.
Okay, in other words, it's irrelevant.
Yeah, it's not really the thing. You know, I care way more about having a track list as opposed to battle rapping. That's not my focus at all. Like, you want to battle? Let's see
get it
who
in.
can get the first track up on the Billboard.
Okay.
That's my definition of battle. That's how I feel.
Okay, that's what's up. Now, what do you say to the females that are inspiring rappers or entrepreneurs that are seeking that outlet or that motivation to become a successful businesswoman?
Definitely got to make sure it's something that you really want to do. Too often I come across a lot of females that are like, yo, Rim, you know, I want to do X, Y, Z. Can you point me in the right direction? You know, I'll take them out and I'll introduce them to people like, you know, this is my sister, can you help her out? You know, she's trying to do X, Y, Z. A couple months later, y'all fell off. Like, so it's definitely something that if you're gonna do it, you need to stick with it and don't look for the next person to do everything, because a lot of times as an independent, you're gonna find yourself doing everything yourself.
Right.
It takes a while for you to run into people who are really dedicated to your vision and dedicated to what you're doing. So you got to be prepared to take on the weight. You got to be prepared to do stuff that you really don't want to do. Make phone calls you don't want to make. Do a lot of footwork, and it comes down to dedication. So I don't advise anybody who is unsure to get involved, because it's a lot of headache that you're going to encounter to do what you think you want to do. So
Exactly.
you just gotta be prepared for a lot of downfalls and be able to pick yourself back up. So definitely gotta be self-motivated.
Well, I can see by speaking to you that you are an extremely intelligent young lady, so that's definitely a plus.
Thank you.
Now, say that your fans wanted to get in touch with you. How can they reach you?
I am on remedythefranchise.com, which is remedydafranchise.com. You can find me on Facebook, The Real Remedy Music. I'm on Twitter at The Real Remedy. Instagram is Remedy DA Franchise. SoundCloud, Remedy the Franchise. Basically, just Google me and then you'll find me. But main website, remedydafranchise.com. Find everything you need right there.
Okay, well, thank you for your time.
Thank you. Thank you for having me on.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.